Alright, so welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. So last time we beat what I believe to be the final boss, and now I'm assuming this is kind of like a little epilogue. And it's the festival day, so maybe we'll actually get to see them put on their performance. So anyways, good, this shouldn't feel any different than our rehearsals. The only real difference is that all of the space out there will be filled with a crowd of people. But that's the worst part. Oh no, you're not getting out of this now. A girl's gotta be brave. Woo, hoorah! Time to get out there and knock those boys dead with a sexy wink. Eustace, Machias, how are you guys feeling? I'm fine. About everything except this pairing. Well, at least we agree on something. Well, if we've got the energy to bicker, we've got the energy to do this show. Looking at us now, you'd never guess at the ordeal we went through last night. You're telling me. That grey knight in the depths of the old schoolhouse was enormous. It looks like it has proper joints, so I doubt it's just a statue. I'll bet it can move just like those archaisms the terrorists are using. I almost think that this game is like White Knight Chronicles or something. An astute assessment. The question then is for who left it there and for what purpose. It must have been down there for hundreds of years at the very least. In fact, the latest it could have been placed there is the Dark Ages. Yes, that's true. It certainly isn't something that could be created with the level of technology we have today. But is it really okay to leave it with the instructors? I feel like we should be, I don't know, investigating it or something. Well, we didn't really have another option. We have enough on our plate with the concert as it is. Yeah. My mother and grandfather should be coming later today, so we could always ask them to take a look. Well, for now, you just stay focused on the concert. Your family should be here pretty soon, right? Oh, is it that late already? Yeah, I guess it is almost time for my father to show up. I guess I'd better go out and meet my brother. I suppose I should excuse myself as well. Okay, see you all before the main event. Alright, give my best to your families. Okay, guess it's time to head down to the horse races and see who's looking to place a friendly wager or three. Today's visitors seem even more well off than yesterday, so I should be able to net myself a little spending cash. Come on, V, Mishi panics calling our names. I won't let you beat my top score. You're on. Later, Reen, Emma. Alright, I'll catch you later. Don't go causing too much trouble for the other classes, you hear? And Crow, at least try to keep the gambling in moderation, okay? Moderation, such a familiar sounding word. And be sure not to fill up on sweets. I don't want you to make yourself sick before the concert. Yeah. Aye, ma'am. I just realized Fee and Emma don't really have any family they ever talk about. But I guess Emma has Celine, and Fee's maybe got Sarah? I don't know. Your little sister should be here soon too, right? Yeah, I told her I'd meet her by the front gate around 10. She said she might run a little late though, so I think I have some time. She really seemed to be looking forward to her visit. I'm sure she'll enjoy seeing the festival with you. If I can make it through the morning without her nitpicking me, it'll be a minor miracle. Are you going to check in with the literature club? I am. I'd feel bad leaving everything to Dorothy. I think I'll walk around the campus with Celine too, though. Oh, gotcha. Aren't you going to ask? About Celine and me? Not to mention everything that happened last night. Well, like Makia said, we have enough on our plate with this concert right now. I just want to spend the morning taking in the festival with Elise, and then be ready to go for our concert this afternoon. Besides, it's not like you and Celine know everything there is to know about the old schoolhouse either, right? I caught a couple times last night when you seemed like you were as surprised as the rest of us. You noticed that, huh? You're right though, there's still plenty about the building that we don't know either. And as for that armor sleeping in its depths, I only know a few ancient legends regarding it. I see. Still, would you be willing to share what you know with us after the festival's over? I would. I'm afraid I won't be able to share everything, but I'll be able to tell you a fair amount. That's good enough for me. I'm glad you're here with us, Emma. Let's give the crowd a real show to remember this afternoon. Of course. Alright, Elise said she'd be coming in around 10. I've still got a little while before she shows up, so I guess I'll wander around the festival for a bit. George said he was going to stay down in the old schoolhouse studying our find from last night. Maybe I should take him something to eat? He seemed so excited he probably forgot to take any food. I'm thinking something sweet. A pie maybe? I'll just have to hope I can make a good guess at what he'd like. Let's see here. Where are our people? Let's go talk to Sarah, see how she's doing. Hey, is that Patrick? Hello, Patrick. Well, at least he's still genuinely concerned. Alright, so we'll have to see what their class puts on. Apparently it's going to be really good. Alright, so let's see what instructor Sarah and Tolval have here. Yo, Reen, it's been a while. Hey, Tolval. Did you come all this way just for the festival? Of course not. I wish, but sadly I'm mostly here for work. Tagged along with the Viscount Arseed, actually. What would he be doing here? I can't speak for the Viscount, but Tolval and I came to swap info. Tensions are on the rise in Crossbell, and the forecast doesn't look pretty. That's why we need to keep as up to date as possible about what's going on. That makes sense. Hold on, did you say swap info? With who? Toby, long time no see. And here he comes now. Who's that? But how many damn times have I told you to see me first if you're ever in Trista? You're never gonna be a productive member of society if you can't buy some friendly advice, Toby. How many damn times do I have to tell you to stop calling me Toby? And enough with the life advice. You're not my dad. You're just old enough to be. I wouldn't have expected the two of you to be acquainted. Once upon a time I took care of this little runt. You could say that since then the two of us have been stuck like glue. Yeah, you took care of me. That's sure one way to put it. Especially if you used to ignore the fact that you used me and turned my life into a freaking bestseller. Ooh, I read that one actually. Your youth must have been quite the roller coaster, but at least it made for some good reading. By the way, who was that sister in it? She was really larger than life. Half the book was stuff this old geezer exaggerated or made up. Okay, sure. I might have bent the truth a little bit in the part where I died. I guess they've known each other for a long time now. As much as I hate to break up the good times, Instructor Sarah and Tolval said that they were hoping for information. Does that make you their source? I guess you could say that, though I prefer the term information broker. It's really more of a hobby than anything. Running the pawn shop's my main gig. A hobby, says the man holding some of the most dangerous info money can buy. On that note, are we going to spend all day flapping our gums, or are we going to get down to business? Fine. Simmer down, young lady. Things must be pretty dire in Crossbell right now. I should go. I get the feeling that I'm not meant to hear what they'll be discussing. Hmm. So, what are we supposed to do then? I guess we'll go talk to George at the old schoolhouse. Come to think of it, isn't George down on the 7th floor? I've still got a while before Elise arrives. Maybe I should take him something to eat. Do I have it? I probably have food. I have food on me. Elise should be close now, so I'd better see George and head back up before she gets here. Wait, I forgot to actually buy him something. Oops. Guess I better go grab something tasty from one of the nearby stalls. Alright, we can teleport down. Haha. That makes things a lot easier. Oh, Crow's down here too. Interesting. Hey there, guys. Oh, what's up, Breen? I see curiosity got the better of you too, eh? No helping that. I guess I wondered if maybe you'd found out anything about it. Oh, I brought you a little something to eat too. Ooh, thanks. I was just thinking I could use a little sugary pick-me-up to get my brain back on track. Ah, this is one tasty-looking apple pie. Thanks, I'm feeling all fired up now. You really seem taken with this thing, huh? Can't say I blame you, though. Yeah, it's really amazing. Whatever it is. So, what do we know so far? Glad you asked. The deeper I look into it, the more fascinating it seems. It's not just a statue or anything like that. You can see those joints. This thing's clearly capable of movement. And on top of that, it's made of, well, something I can hardly even begin to describe. Some unknown metal, then? It's definitely not iron, and it's not one of those recently discovered special alloys either. It's some kind of fiendishly strong material that has properties of both metals and ceramics. If you knew how to manufacture it, you'd rake in so much money, it'd make your head spin. Wow. You think there's a possibility that it might be an ancient artifact? You mean like something from the era before the Septian calendar? I can't rule out that possibility, but in this case my gut's telling me no. Artifacts are like black boxes. Not only do we not know what they're made from, we don't even know how they were made. This thing at least shows signs it was put together by some exceptionally skilled craftsmen and engineers. You can see it most clearly in the ornamental detailing and the joins. Ah, I see what you're talking about. Still, that basically sums up everything I do know. I've got no idea when it was made or who could even have built it. It'd help if we could at least figure out something about whoever piloted it, but no such luck there. Piloted? You're telling me someone's actually supposed to crawl inside this thing? The measurements I've taken seem to indicate a hollow area in the chest, and it's just the right size to accommodate a single person. If I could just find some way to get it open. Man, it's hard to imagine that some crazy person used to strap themselves inside this thing and run around. Jellica would be happier than a pig in a mud hole if she could see this. I think the expression isn't mud hole, I think it's something else, but... no doubt about that. It's not looking like she'll be able to make it to the festival, though. It's sad things ended up the way they did. Hey, don't you guys go getting all weepy on me now. It's still morning. I'll bet she'll just turn up out of nowhere this afternoon, like nothing even happened. And then she'll waltz right into the after party and round up all the hottest babes for herself. Again. Still sore, are we? It feels like so long ago. Hard to believe that was just last year. You're right though, it's hard to imagine her just staying put when she knows there's a party going on. I mean, I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much, but this is Angie we're talking about. Hey, you got that right. But hey, the festival's in full swing. We should be seeing the sights, not poking around down here. What do you say the three of us cruise the campus and see if we can score some honeys? No can do, my sister should be showing up soon, and I promised I'd show her around. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Alright, have fun. I think I'll pass on the honey hunting, but I guess it's a good time to pack it in for today. I don't want to miss your concert later. Been looking forward to seeing what you've been practicing all this time. Well, I hope we don't disappoint. Alright. I should probably put this sword away. Almost 10 a.m., which means Elise should be here any minute now. Might be good to make my way over to the front gate and wait for her. There she is. Hello, little sis. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, Rean! Is something the matter? You look awfully tired. Did something happen?
You can tell, huh? I was running all over yesterday, mainly rehearsals for a concert today and some other tests last night.
Tests? During the festival? My, they certainly don't go easy on you here. Maybe you should go get some rest. You have your concert coming up this afternoon after all. I can look around on my own just fine. Though, honestly, if you're not feeling well, I'd rather take care of you.
It's nothing to worry yourself over, really. Nah, I got enough sleep last night to keep me going strong today. If I try to rest now, it might actually sap my energy. Besides, you came all the way from Heimdall to visit. I'd rather spend the day with you instead. I can only hang out till noon though. After that, we've got our final prep for the concert.
Rean. Well, if you insist. If you want to keep me company that much, I'd be happy to oblige. What should we see first then?
Maybe we can start with the Class 2's indoor garden? How does that sound? Rean, you know that's a place where you take dates, not your sister. Jeez! We walked around the academy together and I showed her all the different attractions on display. So I took Elise around on a grand tour of the festival. We stopped by all the big class attractions, bumped into a lot of my classmates and their families, and even ran into instructor Sarah and a couple of second years. By the time we finished seeing everything and chatting with everyone, the morning was nearly over. Schwarzer? Patrick, oh, looks like Celestin's out enjoying the festivities too. I believe you were a son of the High Arms family? Lady Elise, you're looking simply splendid today. I was hoping you might be able to make it. How utterly heartless of you not to tell me she'd be visiting. Is that any way to treat your bosom buddy, your dear friend? Sorry. Wait, when did we become dear friends? Good day to you, Master Rean. And you must be his younger sister who I've heard so much about. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Elise Schwarzer. It's good to see you as well, Lord Patrick. Please, please, there's no need for such formalities between us. Just call me Patrick. Ah, I know. Why don't we take this opportunity to stroll the campus together? Schwarzer, what are you doing? What problem could you possibly have with my taking this chance to foster good relations between our families? See, that's all well and good, but Elise hasn't made her debut into high society quite yet. Which means it's her brother's duty to shoo away the unwanted pests. Rean. God, must you always be such a tyrant when it comes to your sister? Come along, Master Patrick. It would be unseemly to disrupt such a beautiful display of familial dedication. There are still preparations to be made for the operetta, so I suggest we depart to tend to those soon. And besides, I thought Patrick and Celestin were a thing. A bell? Oh, that's the noon chime. Was it really that late already? I suppose I must turn away empty-handed for now. But I hope you're prepared, Schwarzer. When this day is over, we'll know without a doubt which of our classes is the greater. Oh, I already know, but I guess you're about to find out. Looking forward to seeing your A-game. I think you overestimate your chances. Victory is as good as mine. I hope you'll be dazzled by my spectacular stage presence, Lady Elise. And assuming you'll be attending the after-party this evening, it would be my pleasure to share a dance. Master Patrick, I suggest we hurry to the auditorium. Your classmates are waiting for you. If you'll excuse us, Master Rean, Lady Elise. You go to school with some rather amusing people. I would have expected a son of the 4 great houses to be a lot less approachable than that. Well, class and titles can only tell you so much. Getting to know Eustace and Angelica really drove that home. At the end of the day, even the most distinguished nobles are more than just their family lineage. Though I can't really say Patrick and I are on the best of terms. Well, if not a good friend, at least he seems to make for a spirited rival, judging by your exchange back there. It's so nice to see all these places you mentioned in your letters, too. I guess you really did make the right decision coming here after all. Yeah, I really did. I feel lucky to have been chosen for Class 7 too. They can be an odd bunch, but I couldn't imagine my life without them now. Thank you so much for showing me around. I wish we could spend longer together, but I know you're busy this afternoon. I'll be fine wandering around by myself for a few hours, so go on and start getting ready for your concert. I'm really sorry to have to leave you flying solo. And maybe a little nervous now. How many other well-heeled nobles are going to crawl out of the woodwork to escort you around the festival? I appreciate your concern, but I'm not a child anymore, you know? Teehee. The two of you really are the portrait of sibling affection. I don't know who that is. What? I'd know that voice anywhere. Oh. Your Highness. And Prince Oliver, too. Good afternoon, Your Highness. Token position though it may be, I am the chairman of the board. It's only proper that I pay a visit. I would have liked to come yesterday as well, but I'm afraid I was tied up with a few official duties. Can you believe I had to beg him to take me along? But this is the festival, I couldn't miss it. In fact, I haven't seen you since we met at the summer festival. Right, it's a pleasure to see you again, Your Highness. Did you come as their escort, Captain? Basically, I was asked to step in on short notice to handle the security detail. I've been told Class 7 is performing a concert. Best of luck with that. Thanks. Oh yes, when will the concert be starting, by the way? I'm afraid I didn't have the time to do any research beforehand. It'll be starting around 3 p.m., although I think another of the classes will be performing an operetta before that. Still, you could have at least told me you'd be coming. This isn't the first time you've done this. Well, I was hoping to catch the two of you clutching each other in the torrent embrace of forbidden love. It sounds like your concert is shaping up to be a grand time, though. Would you mind terribly if I tore off my shirt and leapt on stage to join you all midway through? We're mostly just amateurs when it comes to music, so I'm not sure that'd be such a good idea. You know, I don't see Major Vander around. Is he not with you today? Unfortunately not. You've probably heard a few rumblings about it already. But there's been another development in the Crossbell situation today. I thought so. The Imperial Army is considering military action, aren't they? Well, try not to worry yourself about that now. If it helps put you at ease, I can't really see there being a war, regardless of what happens. If the gulf in military power between our two nations is far too wide, it would be suicide for them to try and fight us. The Calvo Republic isn't standing idle either, so I imagine it'll end up in a deadlock between superpowers. Under ordinary circumstances, I probably would have passed on coming today, but I thought that coming here with Alphen might actually help alleviate tensions. Governor Regnitz, Rufus, and Chairman Irina are all here as well. I would presume they share the same opinion. But right now, you've got a concert to give, and I want you to focus all your energies on making it one to remember. Not for me or Alphen, or even for your schoolmates. Do it for yourself. Thank you, Your Highness. We'll give it all we have up there today. What's all this chit-chatting over here, you two? Care to let us in on your little gentleman's club? And spill the secrets of a man-to-man bonding? Perish the thought. Anyway, Alphen and I would be happy to escort Elise around while you're indisposed. We'll bring her along to your concert, of course, so no, you don't need to worry about a thing. Thank you, Your Highness. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Good luck. I'll be praying for your success. I look forward to seeing you shine up there on stage. Okay, I guess I should head over to the auditorium now. We have to take care of some last-minute preparations, and I suppose I should catch Class 1's operetta, too. Oh, and I think this is a convenient time to take a break, so we'll stop there, and next time we'll go see the show that's been in the making for like 2 months now. Or about a month, I guess, for the festival. I don't know. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Till next time.